Mapping function allows us to map points on a real number line with points on the unit circle, such that the distance of pi over 2 maps to the point 0, 1 on the unit circle. Pi maps to a distance of -1, 0 onto the unit circle, and 3 pi over 2 maps to the point -1, 0 onto the unit circle, and pi, of course, goes back to the origin of 1, 0. Given the original function of w of x maps to the point 12/13, 5/13, we can then determine the mapping of w of negative x, which maps to 12/13, -5/13. And we can determine the mapping of x plus pi, which maps to the point -12/13, -5/13. And we can determine the mapping of w of negative x plus pi, which maps to the point -12/13, 5/13. Hannah is driving at a speed of 25 miles per hour down the hill. What would be her angular velocity in revolutions per minute?
The radius of the tire is 15.
Converting linear velocity in miles per hour to angular velocity in revolutions per minute. The radius of the car tire was 15 inches, and the speed of the car was going 25 miles per hour. This means we will have a starting linear velocity of 25 miles per hour. We will now begin the conversion of miles into inches. Because of the conversion factors, the miles will cancel out, the feet will cancel out, and the inches will cancel out, leaving us with 1 radian. We will now convert radians into revolutions. We now have our first thing, revolutions. We will now have to change hours into minutes. Now the total of the top and the bottom will equal a number of over 1800 pi. And this equals a total revolution of 2,764.6 revolutions per minute. Hannah is standing at a distance of 50 feet away from a shed that is 10 feet wide. Hannah is a height of 5.6 feet tall, and the shed is 30 feet tall. We want to find the angle of elevation, so we will need to find the difference between Hannah's height and the height of the shed. To find that, we will have to take 30 minus 5.6 feet. So the difference is 24.4 feet. We will also need to find the distance from where Hannah is standing to the center of the shed, which is 55 feet. Now that we have our values, we will take the tan -1 of 24.4 over 55 to get the angle of elevation. The angle of elevation ends up being 23.29 degrees.